Hey, you guys. So today I've been thinking about humility and all that that implies. Humility, for a long time for me, was a very confusing topic. Most people, when I heard them talking about it, it sounded like they were talking about being smaller. Stop thinking so much of yourself. Be humble. Humble yourself in front of people. But for me, ultimately, the definition of humility that I like best is right-sized. Not small, but right-sized. In the beginning, what that meant for me is that I had to start admitting to myself what I could and couldn't do. There are some things I can do, and there's some things I just can't do. And I got to be right-sized about that. Eventually one of the things that helped me get sober was finally admitting to myself that I had no idea how to solve this problem. There has to be a solution. I don't know what it is, and I'm going to give up trying to figure it out myself and start trying to ask for some help. But once I started asking for help, there was a lot of stuff I could do. But there's another side to humility, another side to being right-sized. And that's that each one of us, I believe, is born with a talent. And by talent, all I really mean is something that comes easily to you that doesn't come easily to other people. It may be something big and showy or something little and quiet, but it's the kind of thing that when you do it, you think, yeah, anybody could do this. And then your buddies go, yeah, not me. It may be something, like I said, big and showy. It may be something little and quiet. But it's something that just comes naturally to us. And at some point, I need to try to get to a place in my life where I have the sort of spiritual bandwidth to start asking myself, what is that thing in me? And how might I develop it for the maximum benefit of both myself and the world around me? Because ultimately, I think that's what I was put here for. And knowing what that thing is and putting some energy into developing it is a very satisfying way to live. It may turn into a career, it may not. It may just be something little and quiet that you do. Some people play music. That's what they're bringing to the world. Some people help folks get organized. Some folks are car mechanics. Some folks ramble on about spirituality in a slightly unique way. But it's important that I take ownership of that thing. And that can be a little daunting. Like, how do I be responsible for this? I don't want to be responsible for some talent. That freaks me out. But the more I grow spiritually, and the more peace I have in my life, and the more agency it seems like I have, because I'm not freaking out and reacting all the time, I'm learning how to respond, the more eventually I get the bandwidth to start asking those questions. What is that thing in me? And then I can start asking folks for help and guidance. How might I develop it? I don't want to just come up with the ideas myself either. I need to bounce it off of people. Lord knows, left to my own devices, I would never be making these videos. But people around me started going, this talking about stuff is something that you're good at, and you need to start doing it in a way that can help people. I balked at it for a while, but eventually I had to start owning it. And the universe kept shoving stuff in my face, opportunities to do it. Once I became willing, things began to open up. And I began to have opportunities to do this thing that apparently I'm good at. I can't wait to see what you're good at. I can't wait to see what your talent is. I can't wait to see how you develop it and start making the world a better place, because each one of us has something in us that we are uniquely suited to bring to this world. Our particular flavor of gift to the world. I can't wait to see what yours is. Start asking yourself that question. And your life may be so chaotic right now in the middle of all this pandemic nonsense that you just don't have the bandwidth to even have the thoughts. That's okay. Once the idea's in there, it'll cook around. And eventually it'll keep cropping back up. And hopefully someday you'll get to a place where you can start wondering, what is that thing and how might I develop it? If I can help in any way, I'm not hard to find. Please reach out. I love talking about this crap. Stay safe out there. Hopefully I'll see you soon.